it's been a little bit of time. The party was trying to figure out how to blend themselves into a mission of trying to get into an auction, which will start very shortly.
Oh, that's right. We painted ourselves green. That's right.
Some of us are kind of green.
I remember now. I'm very green. I've pulled off this look very well.
Last Wishes has decided that he doesn't want to join after all. He's decided that he's going to go to the temple and meditate.
Well, you have fun doing that. We are going to go infiltrate this auction and definitely not make out like bandits.
All right. So, what do you guys want to do?
If we're ready to go, I would suggest we go. Is it within the time frame?
It's basically last night till.
So we're sleeping, and then do we have a time frame of how long it's going to take to get there?
Shouldn't take maybe a quarter of the day, or it's only a few spots away.
So we give ourselves enough time, not that we're gonna sleep the whole or stay up and then make sure we're fresh.
And you could deduct a platinum, of course.
Didn't we? Or no?
I think you did for the previous, but not for this one.
So we spend a good chunk of the day getting ourselves into character, per se, is what I think we should do. Because how else are we gonna pull off our impeccable disguises if we're not in character?
My disguise is amazing. I don't know what you guys.
Well, yeah, your
My
disguise.
is
You
so
look
good.
You look the part, but do you sound the part?
I can't speak Orcish. I can understand it, but I can't speak it. So, I don't really have much in the communication part of that.
You could just pretend that you're mute.
Yeah, I'm thinking that I'm gonna try to go unnoticed if I can, to be honest. So that way I don't have to speak.
Okay. All right. So you guys just want to travel there?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
See.
All right. Which of these two doors do you want to come out of? The one up here or the one back there?
This one, back here.
All right. So it's the morning of the auction. There's rather large crowd.
Oh,
I'm hoping this doesn't go into the extreme violence scenario that I kind of think it's gonna.
I don't think we can. We could take all of these.
I don't think so either.
It seems the ogres are directing traffic, keeping traffic moving along over here, and trying to keep the spaces open for passerbys who need to get by, as well as just generally keeping security. It looks like the edges don't necessarily, you might not be noticed so easily along the edges, but obviously getting deeper into the crowd, your chances are most likely to go up. From your current point, you cannot see the stage at all, because the stage is right here.
We need to be able to see the stage to know it's. We were here for to find out what item was being sold and who was being sold to, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we kind of need to be able to see what's. We might be able to make our way over here into like one of these open spots. You know?
So this is a stage that we can't go on to.
Correct.
Yeah, this is where they're going to be having the auction. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So
I've seen-
general description of the area is definitely looks. It was an old It was the old marketplace for Newfoundland. The months after Flan was overrun, the monsters took it over and apparently have kept it as a marketplace.
Hmm.
I haven't.
Ooh, elaborate.
Who is the most nimble?
I mean, we have a very tall, dexterous. I forgot what you were here.
I'm a halfling rogue.
Halfling, yes, a very tall, dexterous halfling here.
Yeah, I am very agile. I'm also very sneaky.
Okay, Sir Dungeon Master, sir. Can we conspire a plan of attack? This is overwhelming forces.
Absolutely.
All right. So, say we have a little opening right here. They said nimble person goes right here. When the and we can have a. Do they have a cloak or anything that we could put a rope? Hear me out.
Okay.
Chuck rope.
Hear you out on one of these trolls? No.
No. Chuck rope at the minute. Run up, grab it, run back. Have rope. Cast darkness back here. Pull said nimble through the darkness so they can get to the other side and just run.
So you want to steal the item that we're here for?
You're doing the reverse of hucking the halfling. Now we're gonna pull the halfling.
We're gonna yoink. We're gonna yeet the halfling.
No, that's just yeet the halfling is the same as sucking the halfling.
But yeah,
This,
you're
this would be this
yoinking.
would be this would be yoinking the halfling.
We're gonna yoink the halfling.
I think a yoink would be appropriate.
Yoinking the halfling
Yoinking the halfling.
through the darkness and then run.
If you think we could get it done efficiently, I gotta be able to get to that square.
Well, I mean, you
spot.
look like a very short goblin right now, right?
I suppose, and I should be able to sneak my way through.
Yeah, and if you get noticed, you can always look up and be like, "Oi, watch it, bub! I'm walking here." And then, they'll be like, "Yo, okay, geez." You gotta act. You gotta act like You gotta act like someone from like Brooklyn or something like that.
Well,
That's what I like. That's what I'd like to imagine.
for
How
one,
orcs and stuff sound in their native language.
they are certainly a lot taller than me, so I can't really intimidate them too much. But
No, I'm sure it'll be fine.
I've
It'll be
never-
fine.
I've never been to this place you call Brooklyn, so I'm going to have to assume they just talk tough.
So we grab it,
Hey,
run,
What?
eh,
What are you doing?
dump
with it?
it off
What are you talking
immediately, get the reward, and leave town.
Well, isn't the whole thing about like we're supposed to find out like who it was sold to, not like what the item is, right?
We
Well,
did wanna know
no,
who was
the idea
interested
is
in
to
it.
find out the item.
Oh, okay. All right, figure out what is being. Is it only one item being sold here today?
That's the rumor.
It's rather large.
Okay. So yeah, if it's
item.
well,
If
then they're
if it's a non-grabbable thing, we're just gonna have to do some research on it.
yeah. There is also the thing of if we do steal it, we will then have a literal army of orcs and goblins, and these are trolls, right?
Darkness,
Chasing after us back into the city.
Yep.
That's true.
So, do we want to bring ruin to the rest of the city via an army? Is the question.
I mean, how valuable is this thing we're looking at?
Well, that's
Okay.
what they're trying to
There'll
determine.
be a lot of death.
But at least we'll have a shiny new trinket.
Yeah, right. It might be worth it. I don't know yet.
So, Rogue, you think you may be able to identify the item from various distances?
Yeah.
Wizard, you are certain you could probably identify the item if you're close enough.
So basically, if I get like, why can I not there? Then I might be able to identify what it is.
Definitely are certain you would be able to identify it from that location. You may be able to identify it from further.
Okay, so from like over here or something. All right, but I think our best bet is at least getting one of us over here, maybe.
Oh, that doesn't look like too difficult of a maneuver. So
Yeah. I can just be like, hey, watch it,
whereas
Bob.
I'm thinking then if I went this way.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this does feel like a position where we do need to split the party. Because if all of us just walk up and start to mingle in, that's going to be kind of suspicious.
Oh,
But
yeah.
if we're like individuals, then
Wizard, I got an idea for you.
mhm.
Because mingling in with them does definitely give us more attention, but next to them on one side doesn't give too much. If you were to go this path and get to about here, you might be able to get a good view at the stage. You know what you're looking at.
You're right. You are correct.
And
Let's
that should
see.
be pretty safe because right here you'd be surrounded.
Okay, okay. Hmm. Well, the only unfortunate thing about this is I'm pretty sure I don't speak Orc.
I don't know if any of us do.
I do, however, have a use of comprehend languages. Would that allow me to speak Orc?
No, you could read and hear and understand it, but you wouldn't be able to speak it.
Hmm. Hmm.
For mine, it just says languages, but it does have orc, but that doesn't mean I speak orc. Like, where's the difference between the actual ability to speak it versus just understand it?
Ooh, here we go.
Language-wise.
Here's a good way. So, I may not be able to speak it or whatever, but I could understand it when I'm being spoken to in Orc. I could just pretend to be mute. So, I need one of you. Who here is good at creating fake wounds? Because I need someone to slash my neck. Make it seem like I got my vocal cords all ruined. But they're orcs, so they're bound to respect battle scars and stuff like that.
I don't think I have any stats that would help me specifically to do that, but if you want me to slightly graze
If
your
you
throat
want
with
me
my
to
knife,
slash
I'll do
your
it.
neck,
I'll do it. That's what
Wait,
you
hold
want
on,
me
hold
to
on,
do.
hold on. Okay. Now here's the real question about would this kill me if I took an acid arrow down my own throat?
It would do some serious damage.
Nothing that couldn't be healed though, right?
I don't know.
you
See,
can
I could definitely.
you
You
can
can try.
try.
You know what? I honestly, I kind of feel like doing it just for the bit because sounds really funny.
Watch you not be able to talk ever again. That might be interesting.
That's fine. I
Well-
can figure out other means of communicating.
Yeah, and remember, last time we got together, I almost dumped my hands in sulfuric acid, rubbed it all over myself and my face.
Yeah. So, all right.
Sometimes bad things can happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not my fault you wanted a chemical peel.
I'm glad you stopped me.
Just a
Hmm.
second. I want to check something.
Yeah, let's see. So I could completely and totally permanently disfigure myself for the chance to see what this item is via an acid arrow to the face and mouth.
No. If we wanted to go to that route of trying to mimic that maybe you've been slashed in the throat, we could probably just make a small cut somewhere, wrap it up in a little bit of a rag for a little bit, let it get a little bit bloody, and then we wrap that around your neck and make it seem like you've just been wounded there.
Well, no, because I don't think the orcs would respect healing of a wound. They would respect that you already have made it through the healing of the wound via showing the battle scars, you know?
Well, what if you just got that wound like 10 minutes ago? It's not gonna
I'm
be scarred yet.
sure it's fine.
Just bleed everywhere.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
one's gonna care.
I almost want to see combat to see the stack overflow of these if he named every single one of his characters.
That actually would be interesting. But I don't think there's a chance that we could take them.
No, there's
Especially
not.
like-
That's why the plan of dash and go and the anarchy that would ensue. Which would be glorious.
That's where the plan of dine and dash comes in.
Okay, so if we do set up positions where, let's say, the wizard's here, maybe I'm here so I can try to get in, get out. What's our actual other tactics that are going on? Because like,
Well,
if the wizard's all the way over here, that's a big distance to travel to
let's
get back
see.
to one of
Hold
the
on.
exits.
Give me one
and
second. I need to
there's-
go to the player's handbook, wherever that is. I have it. I should have it bookmarked. Yeah, there it is. Because I need to see this spell, because the spell might help depending on its size and how much what I exactly I can do with it. It's just been a while since I don't remember.
So actually, Lydia, you understand Goblin.
I understand goblin.
Hmm.
I thought within my
Not
language,
orc,
like,
but goblin.
really.
And you can talk in
Mine's-
it.
Mine says common, elf, dwarf, goblin, gnome, halfling, and orc on my card.
There you go. So you can understand all of those. You can speak all of those.
Understand, but I didn't know if that meant I could speak.
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
people
yeah, that's what that
discussed
means.
it earlier. Well, if that's the case, then
So Zug, go for it.
okay.
He's like, okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Here we go. All right. Yeah, I could definitely get somewhere here. I could try to maneuver my way around here. Whatever you guys think, because at that point I can mingle.
Honestly,
I can try to
The
sorry.
to extract you, if you're way in the back, you're gonna bottleneck yourself.
Yeah. I couldn't snatch and grab if I was in the back. I would have to be. The
I would
closest
say
square I could
there,
possibly be.
and then I'm going. Oh, that those ogres wanted. Go up.
Okay, this spell has a range of 50 feet, and it's 20 by 20 by 10. I could create a web, a square web of entanglement for you to escape.
What I was gonna do is he can't conceal 50 feet of rope under. What's his clothing like? Is it Does he have a cloak or anything?
I kind of do. I have mostly a burlap sack. My outfit is not good.
Oh no, you could conceal a little bit of rope. You could conceal like the burlap sack is tied up by some rope, and it has like a little loop on it to make it easy to tie like another connection of rope to it.
Oh, sure.
But
And I
the
think
thing
that
is,
was
we gotta
discussed
be able to
within my
hook the
outfit. I
rope
think I do have
out
rope around my waist.
for the escape plan. Or somebody's
True.
gotta hook the rope into him for the escape plan.
Hmm. Yeah, because I think if I walk into a crowd with a rope attached to me, that might cause a little tension.
Who can
How-
who can carry rope concealed at all? I don't think that's a thing.
Well, here's also a crazy strategy though. I have my jumping dagger. I could possibly grab the rope from where you guys are and pull the end to me. And then you'd be able to pull me out. But that would have to be perfect. Like I'd have to catch that rope and then you guys have to pull me out.
What does Wolfric say on this adventurous concept that we're coming up with?
So yeah, you'll like saying you'll have the halfling like kind of go heal, lay the rope.
But this,
Yeah,
the main
and-
problem is the rope. How do we get the
Yeah,
rope
this
to
well,
him?
this is the plan on if we want to actually steal this item, right? Like, do we want to steal it? But then the other one is, if we just want to figure out what it is that is being sold, then we could position like
the thing is, if he's
fling
positioned here,
here.
regardless, he can figure out what it is.
Yeah,
If
halfling
it,
here, maybe me right here, wizard here. You know, maybe one of you, maybe you guys like over here.
what I was thinking is, I would stay back to be able to cast darkness and get a route out.
Hmm.
That's what the rope's for, pulling him through the darkness so he can get to the other side as we vacate, make distractions, and then you guys can run like hell.
Sure, but that is only one potential plan because the other
No,
side of that
that's
is we may
plan
not
B.
want to steal this item. So
Correct,
we
but
we want to plan around that being a option, but not necessarily our only option.
the other option is just to be cool and go find out what it is.
Yeah, we gather some intel.
You gather the intel, come back. But if it's something that's like, oh, we're gonna use it to blow up the annihilation bomb of some sort, okay, grab it and run.
Yeah. Once we know what it is, then we'll be able to make that decision of how we have to.
But we need
How to proceed? Yeah, we gotta know what the item is and whether it's valuable enough to risk life and limb and also the lives of everybody in town to
'Cause,
steal
like,
it.
If it's just a sandwich, I'm not risking my life for that.
I
Correct.
mean, if it's a
Correct.
sandwich, maybe if it's like a really damn good sandwich, I might consider it.
Maybe like if
Maybe
it's the
the brood witch, yeah.
Yes.
Now eat it. All right.
There's no swine evil enough for the brood witch.
So the whole thing is that okay, recon, and then okay, we're doing the other thing. We need to make sure that we can do the other thing.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So if I'm in position here, we want to have rope to pull me out somewhere in this general area, right?
Yeah.
I guess what we could do is because I am going to, I'm pretty sure, go over like here, you know.
Yep.
What we could do is I can just drop some rope off right here.
Okay.
You know, on my way over here.
Yeah. If you left it at this square, I might be able to.
You know, and if anybody sees me, I can make a big show of like, you know, I've got too much in my hands, and I could set it down, and then be like, I'll be back. You know.
Well, yes, but I think the goal would be walking by the statue, and as you walking past the statue, just casually drop.
Yeah,
it
as I'm
from
walking
your
past
robe.
right here, just drop it on like,
Yep.
just drop it. Have it like tangled up in like my my whatever I'm wearing underneath my like shirt or whatever, like under my arm. And as I'm walking by, I just release and it just flops to the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, and just make it look fluid and just keep moving so it doesn't draw any extra attention.
The unfortunate thing is we have a big guy right here, so I think I'd have to do it here.
Yeah. I can't hit that with my dagger. Way too much in the way. You would have to drop it. Yeah, I mean, it's still kind of.
So somebody could huck it.
Uh-oh. Oh, there it is.
All right, who's doing what?
Well, I have no idea yet. We're still formulating.
We can't
This
figure out what to do.
this entire session's gonna be just planning. Okay.
So
So, well, we at
We
least
know-
know. We need
we
the
know-
we want the halfling to go here, get up close and personal in case we need you to get in, grab it, and get out.
yeah.
Me over here, so that way, I can probably cover you with like web or something like that with a so that way it sticks the other people, and also so I can maybe identify what the item is.
Mhm.
Which I guess what we could do is, never mind. You're too short, so that wouldn't work.
What were you thinking?
In case something goes wrong, we can't exactly yell out like something, like attack or anything like that. We'd have to do like secretive hand signals, but like you wouldn't be
yeah,
able to
there's
peek up
no
over
way.
above the orcs in order to
Yeah. Yeah.
see that.
They've got like 4 or 5 feet on me.
Yeah.
I'm literally like a child standing in an NBA court. Like, there's no way.
All you see is leg.
Okay. Well, we know now where 2 of us are going to be
Mhm.
positioned. What about our other 2 people?
Where are y'all? What are y'all doing? Where are y'all
I'm
going?
I'm gonna work my way around and probably be right there.
Probably get
Okay.
you look out in the corner over here, maybe.
The reason why I could get to the rope, chuck the rope out, and then
Do you actually need to put the rope there? You could just like have rope on your person. You don't need to like set it down. If you're gonna be the one with
Yeah.
it, you can just hold on to it.
do
Then
that.
he's gonna have to get into position in which I can dagger the rope.
Yeah,
to him.
yeah. Then that removes a step of complexity. Whereas all you have to do, is just get into position to throw the rope to yoink the halfling. In case things go south.
Yep. So I'd probably put myself there.
You could also put yourself here. That way you can just run. Like you could toss rope, run, yoink halfling, darkness. Or whatever
I
order.
see 2 big guys diagonal.
There. I mean, yeah, it is gonna be kind of scary for me because I will be here, right next to a big guy.
Yeah. We don't want him seeing you do anything. That could go.
So the real question is here, not whether or not we will be able to infiltrate, because I'm sure we could. It's whether or not our disguises are going to hold up.
Mine is so bad. But she's so proud of it. Oh.
Well, step 1 is see if one person can infiltrate and not die.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm stealthy.
Yeah, you're stealthy, so that doesn't really help because you'll just be able to sneak past. It has to be one of us that's not as stealthy.
That's true.
If they get in position, though, we can still do stuff.
Oh, that's true. That's true. All right, you're going first. Don't die.
Alright. Let's not die.
So, Leroy.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
you doing?
yeah. Leroy Jenkins.
I am going to very stealthily.
Yeah, I think the way that we do this too is we space out the timings of our arrival.
Mm-hmm.
That way, it doesn't seem too suspicious of all of us in really horrible disguises.
Yeah. The reject group all shows up at once. Okay.
Okay, so show me you're out and what you're doing.
All right. So
Oh, I'm so sad I didn't think of this before. What do like orcs and goblins naturally smell like?
BO and
And
pretty
cinnamon.
much
All right.
BO, sewage, and just generally not very well. Just
So
very earthy.
okay. So if we went down to like, it's too late now. But we should have definitely went and stopped at like a butcher's or whatever, and asked if we could take some of the cut-offs or whatever, and then rubbed those all over ourselves.
Well, as you say, it's a bit late for that.
Yeah, it is a bit late for that. It's fine though.
yeah, but also we've been like shacked up. Not
This is true. We haven't
with
actually
being
taken a
able to
shower
bathe,
in
we're
like
probably very disgusting.
days, so we probably smell horrendous. And the sulfuric acid that we put on ourselves probably makes us smell kind of like rotten eggs.
Oh yeah. So we should be fine. Okay.
All right, get in there,
So,
Tiger. You got
I'm gonna-
this.
I'm going to be stealthy as I walk, but casual enough looking as to not try to draw any attention as I go from here.
That should be no problem at all.
We're not in combat.
You're
yet,
not
so I
getting
should
any-
still be able to
You're not
move,
getting
right?
any second glances or anything.
Alright. I would like to continue to move up to this statue.
Okay.
I'll then move to here,
Okay.
here.
All right.
And I'd like to test the water. I'm gonna go just to there for now.
Okay. Give me a hide and stealth check.
Oh no.
Roll again.
Oh no.
3 and a 4.
Oh no. That is not good. Not good at all.
You are definitely noticed. However, it seems your disguise seems to be holding up.
Just don't get wet.
What do you think you're doing? Says a goblin to you.
I'm looking around at the goblins, not too quickly, but looking to try to see like who's taller, who's shorter, who I might be able to like mingle with versus being like surrounded by massive people.
Well, it's getting pretty crowded in this particular location. The goblins, you can possibly pass as a small goblin.
Yeah. I'm gonna sit right there, try to gain a little bit of their trust so that they don't, have any further suspicions of me. So that my next move I can try to advance to where I want to be. The
Give
rest of
me
the
a
party moves.
charisma check.
Your disguise is good. Your disguise isn't that good.
It's gonna be a 5. Getting it in a tower of fates.
It's a. Oh, I thought that was a
Nine.
6. It's a 9.
What's my charisma?
You've managed to. I mean, they really. As long as you're not pushing and shoving, they're kind of just putting up of your presence there.
Okay.
Okay, so I mean, you are kind of in a okay position to like move your way up here if you can't if you like you were tried. I think it's still gonna be good for me to try to get back here, so I can at least see what's going on up here. You know.
Absolutely.
So do you want to hold there for right now and see
Yeah,
what
yeah.
happens?
Yeah, I'm just.
Okay. Next player.
All right. I'll give it like 3 minutes or something like that after Lydian goes,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna kind of saunter my way this way,
Okay.
make my way over, you know, kind of this way.
You kind of
I
notice.
fell.
You kind of notice that that the crowd is kind of parting for you. They kind of recognize something about you.
I'm gonna saunter.
They just,
Oh,
they
oh.
just move out. They give way. Not many are, pushing, shoving you.
Oh, okay. So I could just like right here and then walk through a little bit.
Well, let's.
Oh, I'm not going to. I'll come over here. I'll just make
Okay.
my way back over here, and I'll just park myself over here, kind of looking. How do I rotate again? Hold on. Oh, right, scroll wheel.
Q or E
There we go.
or mouse wheel.
Oh, Q and E.
Mhm.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I'll just sit here, kind of nose not quite in the air, but just looking kind of cocky, like, yeah, I'm better than all of you.
So, from this vantage point, you're not really sure you're going to have a really good vantage for the item. Much less, and maybe
Okay.
not who might buy it.
Okay. So maybe if I make my way more over here, then, huh?
Well, getting closer in general probably would be helpful. From is what you feel from that vantage point.
Okay. I'm kind of like not quite forcing my way through. Then, I guess I will look around for like natural openings and of people moving around and shuffling in order to get closer to like maybe
Give me a roll.
maybe over in like this general area.
Give me a go with a dex roll.
A dex roll. Oh boy. All right. Well, I just rolled. I used my physical and I just rolled a 10. My dexterity is not the greatest. That's a 2, so that's a total of 12 for dex.
Give me a charisma.
Okay. That's an 11. And I always lose my thing. 13.
Okay. Who ya shabbin'? Oh. Excuse me.
I'm just kind of
Hello.
looking like eyebrow raised, like, yeah, that's right.
This seems to be a bit better. But
Do you think I could make my way in like maybe here?
you may be able to.
I want to. I want to try to at least get one spot closer.
I think you might see better at 2 spots closer, but
Yeah, but I want to try for one first,
Okay.
Because I don't know if I'll be able to get 2 in
roll
one
me a
go.
dex.
All right. That's a. I don't. That's a 20.
All right, you were able to get one up.
Okay. Now I'm going to jingle this dice a lot to try and move one more closer. for another dex?
Yep.
Okay. 16 plus whatever.
You're relatively certain now you might be able to determine what's being said or being done. Of course, even closer, you would be more certain.
Yeah, but then that's gonna run the risk of I'm way too far in the swarm. Which I don't know if I want to be that far in.
What could possibly go wrong?
You know what? You're absolutely correct. All right, I'm gonna try to go a little bit closer.
Okay.
All right. Oh, I
Any
dropped the
other?
dice. I dropped the dice. What did that land on? That is a 9 plus. I think it was 2.
All right, give me a roll on charisma.
Okay. 4 plus 2, so 6. I did not get closer.
Who are you shoving?
My bad.
What are you looking for? Looking as?
I'll just
Are
raise my
you?
hands up.
That you are not a goblin, or you're not an orc. So roll me another charisma.
Okay. All right. Oh no, chat. We've got an 8.
Eight.
This is this do not be good. What could go wrong? This is exactly what could go wrong.
Get out of here. Now.
I will I'll back up a space. So as to not be in their way. All right. I appear to have lost my vantage point, but I should be able to maybe still
Okay.
see what this thing
doesn't
is.
Doesn't seem you've drawn any further attention at this point.
Okay. All right. Well, that went better than I could have. Worse than I thought. Worse than I hoped for, but better than it could have gone. We're. Yeah, I was right.
All right. Who else is doing what?
Alrighty then. I'm going to work it, and I'm gonna work my way. I have a plan of idea here. I'm gonna put myself there, and then when the auction goes off, it will be like rushing the stage. There will be commotion. That's when if I have
By
to
the
move
way,
in.
as you pass by, or as you pass in the general traffic, people seem to give you reverent looks.
Me?
Yes.
What the hell?
Is your costume as bad as mine?
Oh, you look like orc nobility.
Ooh.
Cool. So I'm gonna work my way, and
Okay.
I'm gonna put myself right there.
Okay.
You could possibly make your way like here.
I could, but the thought process is when there's commotion, when this thing goes on auction, depending, I will take a perception, see if I can sneak my way over there if need be.
Oh, through the hustle and bustle of people of the orcs
Mhm.
and stuff being excited, you kind of like shove your way through. Okay, I'm seeing the vision. I'm seeing the vision.
So that's where I'm going to position myself, and I'm staying put.
Okay.
I'm planning on like heading over in like this corner heal.
Okay. From this vantage point, you are pretty uncertain you'll be able to see the item clearly.
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
Push my way over to this spot heal.
You want to try to push your way into there?
Yep.
Give me a dex check.
Okay, that's a 9 plus my 3, so that'd be 12.
11, 12, okay. All right, and you're definitely able to push up there. You just basically bark, get out of my way.
Okay. Over
And try again.
Okay, so that would be a total of 6.
Give me a charisma check.
Let's see, 14 plus 1, so that's 14.
All right. Again, you just basically barge through and say, get out of my way. Make way.
Okay. Probably to go
And they
one
do.
more, probably.
All right. Dex check.
Okay, so that'd be 15 total.
All right. Managed to get. Not only did this guy get out of your way, but this one did too.
Okay, so how's the vantage point now? Like,
The vantage point is actually not bad. You think you might have a pretty good chance of figuring out what and who.
okay, we'll go for this one now.
I mean, you could always get a little closer, but
We'll give it a try. We'll give it like maybe 2 more spaces then.
okay.
Okay, so that's a
Oh,
total
that's
of
definitely-
17, so that's pretty good.
Yep. All right, next one.
Yep. Ooh. So that'd be 8.
Give me a charisma.
Oop.
Up.
Game lagging. Oh,
There it goes. Yep.
so that would be 10.
11. Okay. Who you shoving? No, you're not. You're not going to shove me out of the way of my spot.
Okay, bub.
But you didn't seem to get any further
Then we can
attention.
stick with that then.
All right.
And last is Lim.
Lem.
All right. So
Basically, the edges of the crowd, you're unnoticed because everyone's squabbling to try to get closest to the stage.
all right, I kind of want to hang back.
Okay.
I think to
From this
I'm not
vantage point, you're probably not going to be able to see much, but you're certain you're probably not going to draw much attention.
Yeah, I'm not really a blend into the crowd kind of person here. But I will
Yeah,
let
you feel a little bit too stocky to be a dwarf, or I mean a an orc. Not a you are a
Yeah,
dwarf.
I'm gonna hang back and be ready to provide air support here if we need.
You're like an extra muscular, slightly taller goblin with a beard.
I'm gonna hang back here.
All right. Lydia, do you want to do anything further?
I suppose maybe moving to here if I can.
Okay, give me a hide in shadows and a move silent first. So I'm assuming that's what you want to do.
No! It's so close.
It is 20. Yeah.
It is a 20?
Mm-hmm. Roll again for the move silent. You feel like you could probably flip through the crowd almost anywhere you want to be.
I don't need to get too far. I only need to get to there.
No one seems to notice that you've gotten there. Or gone through the wall, through the floor.
Just that stealthy.
She's in the walls. She's in the
Dancing in the
goddamn
air
walls.
now. No one notices.
All right. You think from this point you definitely will be able to see what's going on, and
Yep.
you should have no
exactly
problems
where
at
I need
all.
to be.
All right. Are you guys all comfortable with your spots?
I mean, I wish I could be a little bit further, but I pushed a little bit too hard, so we're good.
Let's see. All right. Just a second.
What's a good mood color for this event that's about to happen? What do you think?
Depends what he's dropping.
Yeah.
Or they're dropping. Green? Freaking sickly green.
Red it is.
Trying to look through the crowd. See if I can see anybody else from the party. See if anybody else is looking at
I
what I'm
don't
looking at.
think that I could see you because you're kind of overshadowed via legions of orcs.
Sure, but I am right next to the stage. So
Yeah, this is true.
there is other people here because like I wouldn't necessarily know where exactly everybody would have been within the crowd.
Yeah,
You know, as you
our disguises, they're just too good.
Yeah. So I think I'm just looking around seeing if anybody else is possibly.
Well,
able
we
to see what
wait.
I see
We
on
wait to
stage.
see what
Okay.
happens, and if there's excitement or people moving around when this occurs, and then I will see what I see, and then if I can move in to see what's going on, I will.
Oh boy. These guys probably exchange using money, right? Like gold pieces and stuff.
So Felix, a
Mm-hmm.
orc while you're waiting is trying to push ahead of you. What do you want to do?
The orc. Which one?
Basically,
Oh. I'm gonna turn and give him a look like back off.
give me a charisma check.
All right, rolling the dice. 11 plus, I think it was 2. Let me check. I never remember. Total of 13.
He backs off.
Good.
All right. So after a little bit, you hear a hush come over from the crowd, from the ogres. The auction is about to begin. And out walks an old wizard. And he pulls out an item. Could be a staff or a wand. Everyone, go ahead and give me a intelligence check that can see it.
Okay.
Which
But
That's probably
will,
not me.
okay, back it up a second. He
Sure.
comes out. I said I was going to take a perception check to see what the crowd was going to do. Correct?
Correct. Go ahead and make your perception.
Let's roll this bad boy. Hope for the best. 18.
Okay.
Do
They definitely seem to be clamoring to get a closer look. Most of the eyes are on the old man.
That's when I start to try to walk up and see if I get if anybody notices me trying to sneak by, work my way up the stage.
Give me a dex check.
Come on, spin better. 8.
You definitely are noticed by this guy.
Oh,
Who are you shoving?
Okay, I rolled
I
a
just-
14.
oops. Basically,
Okay.
sorry.
All right. And he actually takes that apology.
I'm gonna do something crazy. Okay, I'm
I
going
got a.
to. Oh, I got one more last ditch attempt. I'm gonna take about 10 gold from my personal being and like kind of hook it on the ground and see what happens.
Okay. They don't seem to pay attention to it.
Okay. If I come out this way, do I see? Can I see anything like the person? I'll take out
Not really.
enough to see a head or something if there is a disturbance. Not that you know
Yeah,
exactly.
you could see a head, but
That's all I need to know.
yeah, not enough to tell from the action at that vantage point.
That's kind of what
Revo?
I want to do.
Yeah, anyway, yeah, I rolled a 14, so plus 1 for intelligence, that's 15 total.
Okay. All right. 15. All right.
I got a. I got a 14 on the intelligence. Really.
Okay. All right. Okay, just a second here. That's what you think it is. And let's. I'm sorry. What was your number?
Oh,
Amari.
14.
14. That was total.
Yep, that was total.
All right, Lydia, what'd you get?
My dice roll was a 9.
1.
Damn, you don't know what this is at all.
1. 10. All right. Okay, so the auction is starting after he shows the item predominantly, and then bidding starts. Is there anything anyone wants to do while bidding's going?
What are they bidding? Is it money? Is it like objects?
It's
What is
gold.
it? It's gold? How much money do we have, guys?
Well, we have money, but like we're not rich.
What's the current offer for this at the moment?
100 gold. Because it just started. Started at 20 gold.
Oh, it's rising fast. Oh boy. What do you
Getting
think?
200. 500.
200? Oh,
700. 1,000.
I don't think we have
1,002.
that kind of money. Do
Yeah, we
we?
don't.
1,005. 1,007. 2,000.
Well, there's nothing saying we can't bid on it and then just not pay up, right? I mean, like, come on, no.
Yeah, nothing bad can happen from that.
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
2,500.
I don't think
2,700.
we're gonna be able to do it, but
3,000.
I think I've just gotta let this play out.
3,002.
'Cause
3,004. 3,007. 4,000. 4,001. 4,003. 4,000. 4,350. 4,003 or 4,004.
I'm gonna walk over here as this is going
4,005.
on.
4,007.
And
4,800.
I'm gonna have a look at Lydian
I could see there.
and give him a nod.
Well,
I'm
since
gonna-
you weren't actually in line of sight when he hid, give me a roll for perception.
All right, before we do that, let me see what we get. See if I see him. 12?
I don't think you can see him. Seems
Alright,
to be
when it-
very
when
well
it-
hidden.
When it gets up to like
4-8.
5,000 or whatever, I just shake my head and I just turn around and walk out because like I start to make my way out because I'm like I'm grumbling to myself. I'm not because I'm. It's just too much.
5.
Yeah.
And the bidding ends at 5. Those in position, go ahead and give an intelligence roll. Or, I'm sorry, perception.
Ten plus perception
I rolled.
is where's the hell is perception at?
Your
What's-
bottom stat.
Oh, I see it. 12 total.
Okay.
4 total.
Oh no.
Alright.
I got an 18. So
Just a moment. You get that during the exchange. You see him being recognized as the winner. He comes up. They put the item in a bag, and you hear the murmurs of the names of the two.
Well, while that goes on, I just continue to. Oh, and I'm gone. Okay, I fell over here.
Oh.
Thank you. I'm just making my way back out and around, like shaking my head in disappointment.
Is the group dispersing?
It's starting to.
Yeah, I just. Yep. Make my way back.
The concert lights are
Oh,
on. We head on out.
Rebo, what was your perception?
I was full.
Oh, yeah. You
gonna
you
head-
lost sight of the item as it was being won, as the
We're gonna-
transaction was
oh.
happening.
I disappeared in the void.
Okay.
Oh, so we're all heading out of the crowd now?
Yeah, we're gonna disperse and head back.
Okay.
Leaving a maiden concert. Always look on the prize. Life.
Give me
Alright.
3 dex rolls, Rebo.
Okay. Okay, so that's going to be a 12.
Okay.
That would be
No problem there.
21. And another
Mm.
21.
You got a little bit. You got a little bit of pushback on the first time that you tried to walk, but the ogre was happy to just take your spot.
Okay, there we go.
Lydia,
Yes.
give me 2 rolls for move silent and hide. Okay, roll again. You're pretty sure someone might have saw you flit through the shadow, but obviously they weren't able to keep up with you. You were able to extract yourself without too much incident.
Yay!
All right.
All right, so we all back here.
Seem to be back there.
All right.
The crowd is starting to disperse. You probably might want to get out of it.
Yeah, yeah, I'm over here. Where I'm.
Where do you guys want to go now?
Should we go back? Should we meet up
At the end.
a little bit outside of here? That way we don't get caught in our horrible, but also somehow not disguises.
Yeah,
Just
we don't
head
want to
back.
stick around and be seen by too many people.
Yeah. So, I'm kind of certain that what they just sold was a wand of wonder, but not 100% on that.
I thought it was a
Oh.
wand of illumination.
So I first thought it was a wand of illumination, but then I thought it was a wand of wonder. But more important, I've got better information than that. They wanted
Do
to
tell.
know not just what it was, but who was buying it. I've got that information. I was
Oh.
close enough to the stage.
Please tell us. What do we need to know?
All right. The high bidder for 5,000 gold is a magic user. His name was Garwin. All right. Now he was accompanied by a big guy, an ogre. His name was Boldwar.
Horrible sounding names.
Well, those were their names. But that's the information that they were looking for. So we've accomplished this job. We didn't have to steal it after all. But why is that an important thing for us to look at?
Let's go. Well, we should probably go and find out.
Yes.
To the place where we got this quest. I don't remember where that was.
Are we gonna go in full costume?
Well, yeah, we gotta show them that we actually went there.
Show up at work. That probably is not a good idea, but
Probably not, but it's the funny idea.
yeah, I'm for it if you guys are, I guess. This guy I do believe that we needed to talk to.
Let's see. Okay. So as you go into the clerk's office, she suddenly shouts for the guards.
We should have cleaned our faces.
Hey,
We're
what are you
under
doing?
attack by- We're under attack by goblins and orcs.
No, you're
sorry,
not.
sorry, miss. We forgot to clean our costumes.
No, man, no, hey, it's us. Come on, come down. You should know us. We're in costume.
Who's going to speak?
I don't think she
Felix?
can even see me behind her like desk.
You wanted
Feel
us
like-
to
like,
go, I'll
hey.
speak. You wanted us to go to the auction. We went to the auction. We came directly
All right.
from the auction.
Give me a charisma.
Bruh.
You
13.
managed to calm her down
Jeez.
to where she's. Oh well, those were pretty convincing.
Yeah, we worked like we it took us like 30 minutes to make this. Of course it's convincing.
I don't think
We
she
are
can
And
see
she
me.
runs over to the councilman, tells them that you're waiting and that you one don't smell that great and you don't look that great either. He admits you. So, my friends, you managed to get some information?
We did. We got
What?
information. So, we found out what the item was, or at least we believe we know what the item is. Because we all got a good look at it, but from different angles. There was a little bit, what could it be? But we settled on it was a wand of wonder. Now that's sold
Wand
for
of
5.
Wonder.
Yeah, a wand of wonder. I wonder what it does. But it's sold for 5,000 gold. That's crazy.
Yeah, we're not 100% certain that's what it was, but we're mostly certain that's what it was because I identified it as a wand of wonder, and so did Letty in here. So, and we were not at all close to each other.
Yeah, but I was very close to the stage.
Mm-hmm.
I was right there, front row. So
That's
I also
very
found
concerning.
out more information. I know who bought it.
Ah, who did buy it then?
It was a magic user. His name was Garwin.
Garwin.
I've never heard
Oh,
of
this can
Garwin
be-
before.
This can be foul indeed.
What do you know about Garwin? What? Is there a reason why he would want this specific item?
Well, if it was a wand of wonder, I don't see why he wouldn't want that. And his is definitely the wrong hands to have it. There's what you know of the wand of wonder.
Wonder, honestly is it's kind of dangerous. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This guy having it cannot be good.
So, we probably should have tried to steal it.
Well, your information is useful.
Well, yes, we know who has it now. If we could formulate a way to remove it from this person, we might have to ambush him.
The only problem is this guy has a wand of wonder.
Yes. Gonna have to be a well thought out plan. Now. I think
Anyways,
find
we
more
should leave the
information.
thinking of what to do now to the professionals, which is the this guy here, the councilman, and his group of
Let's-
thinkers. And then whatever they want us to do, we can just get paid to go and do it.
Yeah.
Okay, just a second here.
So we've left this issue now here on your plate. I need to go wash off this stupid paint. It's honestly kind of starting to itch a little bit, and like my fingers are getting kind of tingly.
All right. So, well, regardless, you have given us valuable information. I'll see that the clerk pays you the gold, pays you your reward. You will all get 156 XP for this.
So what was that again? That was
How much XP? 150 what?
150 XP.
so 150.
You get 150 platinum.
Each or
and
total?
100 total. 188 gold.
A second. I'm gonna have you rattle off the platinum in a second again. The XP
That's
done, and then platinum was we get the
150.
150 platinum.
Mm-hmm.
And how much gold?
188.
188.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got platinum for days.
Training costs you platinum for days, though, too. And as the clerk is paying you off, the council member or the clerk then relays. The council would really like to get the library back. and we feel it may be in danger of being lost forever soon. We would really like to go and try to get that to go reclaim all the treasures that are contained within.
I guess we're going to the library.
I love books. They're my favorite thing. Anyways, before we do that though, like I said, I need to wash off this horrible, horrible paint.
Oh,
My
yes,
skin's
I
itchy.
agree.
My fingers are getting all tingly.
Yeah, we need.
I smell like rotten eggs. I need to go wash off.
Okay.
Yeah, I think cleaning up. Getting out of disguises, but saving the disguises for possibly later.
I mean, we didn't use all of that mixture, did we?
You use the majority of it, and it goes rancid afterward.
Hmm. Okay, but
Yeah,
we know how to
can
make
smell
it
that
again.
goes
So
rancid. Because we're wearing it.
yeah. Which is probably like one of the main reasons we didn't get caught because we smell horrible. But we know how to make it now. So honestly, yeah, as long as we keep like the clothing disguises, I think we'll be good. But yeah, I need to go wash this off.
Absolutely. You want to go check in at the Shoreline Inn again? They had a room
Not
nearby.
until we
You could
wash off
wash
because I don't
off.
think they will allow us in.
Oh, well, one of us goes, says, hey, wearing makeup. Can I get a room so we can wash off?
Well, no, I was just gonna go jump over here
Jump
into
in the
the
water
calm waters at the beach.
and then go to the inn.
Yeah.
Well, we could do that.
All right. You guys, wash yourselves off.
Loosh. Splash.
And that finishes a chapter. I have the next chapter ready, but I just don't think we have the time to really start into it.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good stopping point.
So you want to stop here for the evening?
I think so.
Okie dokie. So wrapping it up, got a good conclusion. Good stuff. Well, thank you again, Chaos, for running it.
Well, I will tell you on the final analysis, you got the item wrong, but you did get the additional information of exactly who bought it.
Well, at least we know who has it.
We should have done the yoink strategy. It would have been glorious.
Yeah,
I don't know if we would have been able to, because like there was one, a wizard there, two, a whole army.
Yeah, like I was so about to like say like I run up on stage, try to grab it, and dart back into like the crowd. But like once I saw that it was a magic user, I was like, he's gonna stop me for sure. There's no way I'm getting away with that. I can't steal the item.
Yeah, there
But
are
you're the
fail-safes
best
for
thief.
everything.
You're the best thief ever.
I'm good, but I'm not that good.
Overall, you guys did pretty well at getting the mission done.
Ooh.
Awesome. Alrighty then. And with
Alrighty.
that,
Yep.
thank you again, Chaos, for running it, and we will catch you in the next session.
All
Good
right.
night, everybody.
Good night.
I
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.